Hello everyone and welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. My name is ShardEye and this is Oxygen Not Included. It's an indie game developed by Clay, the same people responsible for Don't Starve, if the art style looks familiar at all to you. That was a fantastic game. This game is a little bit less about trying not to starve and more about trying not to suffocate. Now, let's just jump right into it. I did experiment a little bit just to get the basics, so I have played this once before for probably about 15 minutes. But I still have a lot to learn. This is a very complicated game for it just being an alpha state. Alright, so this game is described as being a space colony simulator game. So here we have our first 3 colonists that we get to choose from. We have construction, which of course is going to be really helpful in the beginning. Creativity, strength, carrying capacity, and combat effectiveness. I don't know that we really need that, but creativity, a little bit of construction, probably not too bad. We could definitely use some athleticism because at the early stages of your colony, the only way to generate power is to have someone run on a little treadmill. So we might need this. What do we have? Gastrophobia, cannot cook, and this person needs to eat a lot. Oh, nice, and narcoleptic. Okay, but diver's lungs I've heard has been pretty useful. I think we might just go with what we have, and we have Josie, Bay, and Blanche. You know what? Let's change this up a little bit. Alright, there we go. We have Carol, Michonne, and Maggie. And we are the Suffocating Dead, totally not related at all to The Walking Dead. The names are just a coincidence. Alright, so here we go. We have the start of the game. Alert! Your crew is awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got here. It might be best to start digging. And that is all the guidance that you get. Now, this is the entire area that we're in. You can actually expand a little bit beyond. As you can see, I can go way beyond the outsides of what we can currently see. We have a little bit of water. That is actually a lot of water to be right next to. And, of course, oxygen not included. To start, we have oxalate, which provides us with a little bit of oxygen. We actually have an overlay, a couple different overlays here, but we have an oxygen overlay where you can see that it goes from blue to yellow, yellow being very toxic. Do not want to expose our, what I believe are called duplicants. We don't want to expose them to anything toxic. So, first things first, of course, I think the first 2 things that we want to work on are getting beds and bathroom facilities for our dupes here. So let's see if I can remember how to dig. Oh, yes, it's a G. Okay, so let's open this up all the way over. And then we will also put some tile. Not enough materials. Oh, I gotta wait until they dig some of this out first. Let's speed this up just a tiny bit. Alright, and we will build all the way out there. Hopefully that will not get messed up. We'll also finish it off that way too, just to make everything even. Dig out that last little bit. And we also have ways of prioritizing things too. I can set all of this to, I believe, a 9 if I'm doing this correctly, but I'm probably not. We will put 1 more storage right next to this, or 2 more, I guess, just to give us a little bit more to work with in terms of carrying capacity for all this extra crap we're about to pick up. And algae is actually extremely useful too. Under, let's see, oxygen here, we have an algae deoxidizer, which I think we might almost be ready to build right now, but I will wait just a little bit. We don't need that yet. First, we need to work on beds under furniture. So I think what we might do real quick, if I have the time. What are you guys doing? That is not very smart. You're gonna dig yourselves right down into the water. Oh, I hope you guys can get out. Okay, one of you got out. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. This is not good. This is not good. There we go. Build the ladder and get out. Please don't drown. I believe that has to be their oxygen bar then. Okay, good. She made it. Good. Didn't kill Michonne yet. Alright. Alright, so this is a massive body of water, actually. With that backup one right there, I think we should be set with water for quite some time. Alright, so we need to work on... Let's see here. I need to build a way down. Actually, I can cancel this. I don't need that to be dug out yet. And we will dig down to put a ladder. Oh, a little too much there. I think we'll do this 3 down. We'll do it 3 down. Why not? And then we will dig out everything over to there. We don't want to dig too close to the water just so we don't mess anything up. Alright, and we are getting kind of close to night, so let's hurry this up. Get it moving. Put a bed right here. And we'll put spaces in between the beds so we can put, you know, decorations in between so they can sleep peacefully at night. And, of course, we're going to want to tile this entire floor. It's just out to here. We're not going to go too much further. We already have 3 beds. That's plenty for everyone, so we're doing good there. Now, I do need to make a bathroom. So perhaps for now, I will cancel this digging and slow it down a little bit. It's about to turn to night, so for now, I guess we... Here, what's in here? Barely breathable. And I think, if I remember correctly, we should be able to hover over this. Yep, carbon dioxide. So these are giant carbon dioxide pools here, I guess you could call them. So not really interested in digging into that. Perhaps, yeah, let's dig up here a little bit and do a little bit of a bathroom area. I think that should be enough. I believe the bathrooms... Going to plumbing here. The bathrooms are 2 high, so that'll give them a little extra space. Oh no, it is about 3 high. 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll cancel off the rest of this just for now and dig out 1 extra block. And that should be good. Hopefully that will all be built before any of these have to use the facilities. I almost forgot too. We have to set these storages to all so before we can start putting stuff into them. Alright, so we have 1... right here. Alright, anyway, these are our colonies require toilets, so we're taking care of that. Insufficient oxygen generation. We need to handle that, so I will real quickly... What just happened there? Okay. Alright, we're not going to judge, although the water level did just drop substantially. I don't know if this is just because this is weak, or what the deal is there. Alright, let's slow this down a little bit. We're going a little bit too fast. Alright, so I guess we, for now... Let me take a look at the oxygen here. Oh, yeah, oxygen's fine. We're fine. We got a little bit of carbon dioxide building up, but that is just because oxygen tends to float up while carbon dioxide and other poisonous gases float down. This game's actually kind of cool how it replicates that. A lot of games, you know, they just have areas and you'd have to, I don't know, blow it around with fans or something, I suppose. But this game actually takes into account the different weight of gases, and it's quite interesting. Alright, so we'll speed it back up a little bit just to get this part done. And then I suppose because we eventually will get more duplicates. Okay, let's slow this down once again. I don't know if this will tell us. Let's see, next duplicate. Yep, 700 seconds. So they're coming right up, so we should probably get another bed. Oh, wrong section. Should probably get another bed in here for them. Actually, we'll build a few. Oh, look, that worked out perfectly. Oh, wait, hold on. Cancel that. There we go. Now it worked out perfectly. Alright, so now we'll have enough beds for everyone, and we really need to start working on power generation. Actually, the reason we need to is because we need an algae deoxidizer, and I think we might put one down here. And we'll put it in the back corner, which might be a little bit strange, but I do think oxygen is going to become an issue down here just because it falls down. And we'll eventually take care of that by building another layer and eventually having just a pool for carbon dioxide to build up in. But for now, we definitely don't want these guys suffocating in their sleep. So we will put up a manual generator, and for the heck of it too, we will also put a battery next to it, so that way we don't have to 24/7 be taking care of that. We need to build that. We might just build it down through here if they can reach it. I don't know for sure that they can, but I think they might be able to reach it through the wall because they can walk in front of all of this. It's like a two-layer system. All right, get out of this overlay. We'll see. We'll see if they can reach this. I think that they can. We'll see. And then beyond that, we need to start working on food. Up here, we do have 17,000 kilocalories. I believe they eat maybe about 1,000 or so in each meal. Yep, they do require a food source. So we need to work on that. This should give us some oxygen generation once this is done here. Oh, they dug out the whole thing. That was not intentional. Alright, well, I guess, hold on. Let's build up some tile just to hide those ugly wires. We'll first build this. Jeez, come on, guys. Oh, you're kidding me. They didn't build that. Really? Now I gotta dig this whole thing out again. Oh, I can't even dig it. Oh, no, no, no. That's not good. Oh, really? Really? Alright, I guess let's dig this out, which is going to look very strange, but I think it's the only way that we can really get to it without, you know, messing everything up here. Which I'd prefer not to do, of course. And I think I'll add the ladder going down one more, just to make it a little bit easier. We do need to start working on food here soon, so hurry up, let's go. Oh, we need another storage container, we're getting full. That is under base. I guess we'll just keep putting them here, really. Oh, I guess that's not full, but that might just be food. What is that? The ration box. So no, so that only contains food. So we do need another couple storage containers here. And we'll fast forward through the night. Oh, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to wherever it is we are, you know, like I said, or like the introduction said. I have no idea where we are. No idea how we got here. You know, it's very strange to wake up in the center of a planet, but I do think it was kind of clever how they... You know, they didn't try to explain how we got here. There wasn't some grand mission that we're on. It's literally just you wake up here and try to survive. Look, they're all eating together. I think we can eventually build tables if I'm not mistaken. Raw material. I just need raw material, no specific material. I think I need to start sweeping this stuff up. Now, there is a sweep mechanic that will pick up everything that has dropped on the ground. And I think if we do that, it should allow us to build up a micro musher, 400 kilograms. All right, so what do we have here? Raw mineral. Am I really? No, oh, raw metal. Okay, so I need to start digging up metal. I have 0 of that. Oh, that's not good. I think that's all metal up there. So let's start. Here, let's dig this. I know they probably don't want to walk past. Actually, we're probably going to need to build some more. So let's dig this out a little bit, and then we will dig a path straight up and put a ladder right in there. Oh, hold on. Getting a little bit crazy there. And that should let us get up to what I believe, yeah, this is dirt, and then we have a bunch of copper ore. I don't know if there's just like a raw metal section. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for here. I do know that eventually, you'll see there at the very bottom, it has... whether or not it's soft or hard, I believe this stuff, yeah, nearly impenetrable. It does require a lot longer for us to dig through that. Oh, and that sound means that we are ready for another duplicate. So let's close that real quick. Oh, and close that. And choose a new duplicate. Alright, so we have one who's he's not very good at athleticism. We have strength, cooking, and digging. Now, I think this one could be very useful because we do have a need for a cook, and we, of course, do need to dig a lot. We have mole hands. Great for tunneling. Amphibious. Moves quickly underwater. Oh, that's cool. So that could be very useful. Afraid of violence. Alright, so cannot perform combat. Alright, so that is perfectly fine. What shall we name you? All right, I think we're going to go with Denise. Now, for those of you who don't know who Denise is or don't recall her just by name, she was the person in Alexandria who was responsible for keeping track of all the materials, you know, the food and whatnot, and she wasn't, you know, a very violent person. She was nice. So I think that the attributes here actually match her very well. So we will print her up. Oh, welcome to the party. All right, let's slow this down a little bit so I have a little more time. We are going to require another outhouse for Denise, because everyone gets their own personal bathroom. You know, we really like to live it up here. And I do got to figure out this metal situation. I think let's just dig. Oh, we'll plan on digging that out. What's in here? Oh, that's perfectly breathable air, so we should be fine. Colony requires a food source. I know. I'm trying to work on that. I still need raw metal, and I don't know exactly what I'm looking for when oh, okay, so we are picking up raw metal, so this is definitely what we're looking for, somewhere in here. I don't think it necessarily matters what kind of metal we have. Alright, perfect. So now, let's, oh crap, I kind of did this wrong. I meant to leave that open. Is there any way to deconstruct? There we go. We will build another row, which will actually give us access to more water. I didn't think this through very much. This is going to get in my way. Alright, so for base purposes, we will build a ladder that goes down a little bit. Let's see how tall this is. Going to be about 3 tall, so let's build it a bit further over here, I think. Anyway, then we got to dig out all of this crap all the way to the corner. I think we'll have to leave that kind of like that for now. Hold on, maybe we'll cancel this out. We'll dig this out, block off the water, sweep it up, because normally you could pump it back in, but I just have way too much water to worry about. Hold on, we should probably put another tile in there to protect the wires that are just currently sitting right there out in the open. And we'll put a floor here. I don't know if this is going to flow in just with that bubble. Water does a little bit, you know how it kind of curves up a little bit in this game. It's kind of strange. So I can't really predict whether or not busting open this last one is going to cause an issue. Actually, there might be a way around it. I'll plan it out, and I'll get back to you in just a second in daytime. Alright, so it is morning time, and I have found a solution. What we're going to do is dig this out as we were going to, but not breach it quite yet. I'm going to have, apparently Maggie here is going to drop down and put in a blockage right here, so that way once we open this up, if this little bit of water does pour in, it's not the entire thing. And I know the way that this works, I mean, it's kind of like a little cistern here. I doubt that it would all flow in, but, you know, just in case. Games can be a little bit unpredictable. And this, apparently, is producing oxygen, which is perfect. Mass... Ooh, we have a problem. Mass gas pressure. Don't quite know what we're going to do about that, but we won't worry about it just yet. Alright, we do need a food source still. It's dropping slowly, though, so I think for the most part we're doing quite well. I think this is where I wanted to do food, but not... I don't know. I don't know where I want to do food. Yeah, sure. Let's do food up there. We know we need food. I don't have time to worry about it too much. This will be like a little kitchen area. Alright, so we will... I guess we'll probably build it. Yeah, we'll build it in a little bit. Alright, and then... we also need to do wires going all the way up to it, which would be in power. Oh, hold on. I forgot. First, I need to put tile down. Because we cannot run wire through regular dirt. We have to run it through tile. You guys still haven't gotten down there yet? Come on. We got a job to do. Who's supposed to be on this? Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can... No. Get away. There's got to be a... Oh, there we go. Prioritize. So we will put this, and that up to a 6. And with everything else being a 5, that should be the first thing they aim to complete. And it looks like Denise is on her way down. Fantastic. We are getting stuff done. And this is all very, you know, this is not how it was supposed to go. I probably should have moved it over just a little bit since I have all this extra room. But I kind of wanted to do a 2-tier system. Or I guess 3-tier. A multi-tier system that had two, you know, build it on 2 separate sides of the ladder. But with that being carbon dioxide, I don't know that that's what I'm going to be able to do. And eventually we'll have to crack down into this water too. So that is all built up. I think we'll just continue all the way to the end here. Oh, and we do need the food source, so we do have to run electrical wire from here. I think we can run it down through those, and I never, being the smart guy that I am, never actually ran tile through here, which I need to do first. They'll get around to it eventually. I don't know why they think this is more important than this. This is still a priority, guys. We almost need more storage, too. This is becoming an issue. Alright, let's just finish that off with storage, too. Why not? Oh, looks like someone leveled up. Oh, dirty and grimy. Oh, so there's all kinds of... Oh, we even get internal body... Oh, no, that's... Oh, yeah, that is internal body temperature. 37, external, change per second. That's very strange. That's not strange. It's kind of cool. Oh, there we go. Stats. Alright, so I'm guessing they're all improving their digging skills. Oh, look at that. I didn't notice that. They have those little, the scented trees. Oh, that's very clever. Alright, let's see how this is going to go down here. Yeah, just as I expected. Not perfectly, but, you know, we'll make do. Let's let's actually try to save a little bit of this. We'll tile that off. Quick! High priority! Make it a 9. This is very important stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, because we don't want to lose too much water. I mean, if we can keep a little bit down there in the ladder, it's kind of strange, but I guess we can live with that. And then we will sweep all of this up. I guess we'll also sweep... You know what? Let's sweep everything up, because why not? We're just good people like that. We keep everything nice and clean. And then I also need to mop everything down there. Oh, and I forgot. I need to set this to all as well. Because at the moment, I mean, we just need to gather as much material as we can. We don't really have any reason to sort it up. Alright, let's check the oxygen overlay. So this room's not doing particularly well. The rest of it, though, plenty of oxygen. We even have our algae deoxidizer here. Making, ooh, what is that? That is not good. Oh, it's chlorine. Yeah, chlorine gas, not a good thing. Looks like we can't go too far in any direction without hitting a pocket. Maybe straight up. That's also some water there, so maybe eventually we'll go up that far. Oh, I'm trying to figure out... Let's slow this down a bit. I'm trying to figure out where we want to expand to next. You know what? Let's focus a little less on expansion. Let's finish this. All right, let's just run wires all the way through. Well, maybe not that way because I can't imagine. Yeah, nah. Just run it down here. I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for yet, but I'm sure that something down there will need to be plugged in eventually. Alright, we'll speed it back up, let them take care of stuff. Really want to get the sweeping done. Yeah, let's work on this. I don't know exactly how intelligent it is to do this. But we are going to... Oh, how much of this can I do before they start to drown is the question. And then deconstruct, which is over here. Deconstruct that, dig those out, build the ladder going the rest of the way down. I want to see if I could just open this up to be one big water pool, because eventually, through plumbing, which I don't have really anything in yet, I can do pumps. So if I access here, I can pump all the water into here, probably through a long tunnel, I'm guessing, since there's not really much room. Or I could clear this out too, I guess. And that will... allow me, if I need some water, if I run out of all of this, I don't have to climb up here every single time that we need water. We can just have it pumped down here and have it always close by. You guys still haven't plugged this in yet? We do need to start working on food, guys. I mean, come on. Alright, so let's make this a 6 then. So we need all that. Oh, I didn't even run the wire all the way. Oh no, because the wire is already completed. Alright, there we go. Now you guys are getting on it. I don't know what else I just earned, but I earned something. Another 700 or 600 seconds before we get an additional duplicate, which means we will need... We have enough beds, so that should be fine. Is this finally making food? There we go. Alright, we'll do a mush bar. We will fabricate until we run out. Now this is an edible purified mud slop, so not very nutritious at all. Preferable to starvation, but only just barely. Alright, may cause diarrhea. Not good. Not good at all. So, we will have someone working on that, hopefully, because we are down to 9,000 kilocalories. Are we still lacking oxygen down here? Yeah, but not... It could be worse. It could be worse. Alright, so now, what I really want to start working on... Don't really need any medicine. We do need to start doing research, because there is a research bar here. I didn't actually unlock it last time, but I was made aware of it through just looking up some general basics of the game. So let's build that down here, shall we? We'll build it right in the corner, because there are quite a few times it's not going to be used. We don't really need the research or the supercomputer yet, so we will hold off on that. I think we'll eventually want to dig this out the rest of the way. I think that should be fine digging it out that far. That's going to be a problem if I dig it out that far. Because I'll have to dig out this square to put the flooring down, and I really don't want to expose my duplicants to this deadly carbon dioxide gas. I guess it's not deadly, it's barely breathable. So apparently in this game, inhaling large amounts of carbon dioxide, you can still kind of breathe. Which I guess is still true in real life, but you will eventually suffocate if you don't get the appropriate levels of oxygen. Alright, and this is nighttime apparently. I should also mention too that up here is the stress level. It breaks it down to each individual duplicant. So for now, it looks like we are pretty stress-free. You know, 'cause in spite of being trapped inside of a planet, an unknown planet, not knowing how you got here, these guys are pretty relaxed. You know, I mean, we can build a massage table even if they get too worked up to core. So I think this is what is this? How does a memorial... Oh, corpses. Oh, I didn't even know that they could really, like, die. I just thought it was, like, once one died, they all died. I didn't know. I guess it makes total sense, but I had never thought. Oh, look. Michonne's gathering some water. These are very useful tools they have here, by the way. If they hadn't brought their technology with them, we would be pretty screwed. Oh, look, it's a mush bar. Oh, wow. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, so each one of these is 1,000 kilocalories. That is quite a bit. Alright, we're finishing up the wiring. This is kind of important. I think we should probably work on that first. Although, no, never mind. We will. We'll finish up the wiring, and then I will prioritize all of this. Because I do want to dig this out, and I know that one of them can walk through the water. I don't think they can swim, though. I think they just walk on the bottom. I don't know if it has something to do with the planet being, like having the water be less or more dense. I'm not entirely sure, so. Oh, you're still working on a mush bar there, Carol. You know, we have to get a Rick in here. They've all been females, though. We have yet to see a male duplicate. Unless I am just, imposing genders onto these duplicants that otherwise would not have genders assigned to them, but, I guess, let's not get too deep into that. Alright, so, with that being prioritized, hopefully they will get down here. Hurry up, once they're done all eating. Plenty of bathrooms. Next duplicant is arriving in 200 seconds, so not too long. Probably, yes, definitely before nighttime comes. So they will need 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 currently, so I have plenty of beds. 5 beds. Building the research station. You have to use the bathroom? Really? Come on. Come on, you're so close, though. You're so close. Bathroom break. Oh, there's Carol, the narcoleptic. I think Denise is getting good at food making. And boom, we are done. Oh, it doesn't have power. I never linked the power in. Really? So now one of you has to come all the way back down here. Let's prioritize that to A6. Although I think it looks like one of you is already coming down to do that. Alright, perfect. So now we have the ability to research. So let's slow this down. Let's actually pause it and hop into research. So this is... it's a whole new layer of the game. We have farming tech that we can research, which gives us an algae terrarium, which turns carbon dioxide to oxygen, a compost pile to make fertilizer, and a planter box, which it all ends up having to deal with farming in the end. Gas piping, which is good for removing or relocating gas. Liquid piping, which does the same thing for liquid. And then power regulation, which allows you to store more batteries. Wire bridge. That's interesting. And then interior decorating, and then of course the further levels. And the reason we didn't build the supercomputer, as you can see here, is each one of them has a green and a blue level of research. The green has to do with the research table that I just created, and then the blue has to do with the supercomputer. And both of those have to do the appropriate amount of research to unlock each of them. But for now, all of the early level beginning stuff only requires the one. So I think I don't really know what we want here. I don't know. Farming tech probably wouldn't be a bad idea, because I think eventually makes a cook station. Yeah, so this is higher quality food. I don't have any desperate need to do gas or liquid piping yet, because we have plenty of water, and our gas for the most part is manageable. Power regulation, I think we're going to be fine for now. That'll probably be the one I want to do after we do farming tech. But for now, I'm going to start with farming tech. Alright, so that should begin, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm doing it incorrectly. Let's see what it says here, though. Alright, no fabrications queued. Oh yes, so you do need to do novice research. And then if you just hit continuously fabricate, it just continues forever. Let's see our power generation. We have minus 60, minus 120, minus 100, but that's a battery, so once it's full, it's not charging or not requiring anything. So yeah, it looks like we might still be under the 400 mark. What do we have? 240, 340. Okay, so no, we are definitely not under the 400 mark, but with draining the battery, we should be all set. should be all set for small amounts of research. Alright, so now... Oh, insufficient oxygen generation. Let's see what we have here. So this is still breathable. I mean, this is very breathable. This is breathable, barely breathable. I don't know. We're going to have to do something a little bit interesting, and I think I want to use this space to do it. Ideally, I want to do a little pit down here that all the carbon dioxide will fall into, and then work from there to, you know, purify all of that through the various, you know, probably the algae terrariums will be the best sources to do that with, and then have that pump all of the oxygen back up and just have, you know, a closed loop. But I don't know. Oh, hold on. We have another duplicate. All right, so we have athletics. So this one actually, in digging, I think this one might not be too bad, because I think if I remember correctly, hopefully that saves those same options we have. Let's pause it here and take a look at our individual people. There we go, jobs. So we have... Oh, athleticism. Where are you? Combat. Power. Oh, yes, manual generators. So, 3, 3, 4, and 2. So, yes, so none of them are good enough at creating power. This is a 7, so we could, well, I should probably explain this. I can deselect everyone from power generation and then just have the one person doing it. And that will, of course, the efficiency is everything here. So we are going to pick this person, Nisbet, but we will choose a different name. What am I thinking here? I think we're going to go with Andrea, because although, of course, she's not blonde, this character, I kind of liked her. There were times when I didn't like her, but she'd be interesting to see what she would do in their current situation. All right, so our water is fine, insufficient oxygen, so we could probably use another one of these. Max gas pressure. So we need to find like a vacuum around here somewhere to let all of this out into. Oh, I don't really know. Okay, so these are both vacuums. So that would relieve some pressure if we broke into these, which might not be a terrible idea, but at the same time we don't really want all of this oxygen to go to waste up here. All right, so let's work on, once we're done with the research at hand, I guess we should probably prioritize as a 6 to... Oh, so we already have it prioritized as a 6. Well, good. Keep up the good work, Andrea. Or was it Andrea? I think it was Andrea. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Many seasons ago. Alright, so let's prioritize this, because for some reason they still have yet to clear this out for me. And then I think... I mean, it would be nice for symmetry if we could get that done. But I don't know that they're actually going to. Oh, and now, hold on. Now we actually have to do what I was talking about before, which is take everyone off of power generation, except for Andrea. And then she will pretty much be the only person over here doing that. We'll also slap another battery down here next to it just to make sure that we have enough extra space. Alright, so we are doing quite well for ourselves. We have survived 6 cycles, which I'm guessing may not be the same exact thing as days that we have on Earth. There we go. Now we're getting it done. Hopefully they don't suffocate. Yeah, it looks like they have some decent lungs, decent-sized lungs. They can definitely... Oh, and you know, we almost got there. We were close. All right. Oh wow, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't realize we had 6 beds. Oh, so we have room for a whole nother duplicate. Perfect. Alright guys, so this was Oxygen Not Included, a brand new game, still in the alpha state. Of course, I want to stress that plenty of things could change between now and its final release, which I believe, don't quote me on it, but I believe it might be sometime in May, or at least currently scheduled in May. I could be totally wrong. Feel free to let me know if I'm wrong. And of course, leave a comment down below if you have a member of the Walking Dead family that you would like me to add next. And if you have any suggestions on which one of the research trees we should follow next. I'm thinking power regulation, but I'm not completely set on it. So let me know what you guys think. Alright, well that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.